Hello, hello. I'm coming to you with an energy update. I'm at my favorite tree and let's see, what do I want to share? So what I'm noticing is everything's moving very quickly as far as being able to move through energy, release energy, energy coming in, energy going out, that it feels very fluid. And if you add your awareness to that and are clearing the things that you want to let go of in your life, it can happen with much ease and flow. Rather than feeling like it has to be a lot of work. It's just, I'm basically feeling like when you have an awareness around like, oh, I want to let go of my fear around abandonment, or I want to let go of these habits that are limiting me, of judging other people and judging myself, whatever those judgments might be. So your awareness around what isn't working for you, deep-rooted vows and beliefs that have been keeping you stuck. But what's happening too energetically is a lot of this information that was not information to you, like you were not aware that you were so judgmental, or that you were so defensive, or that you were limiting yourself in how you were thinking you were as a female or as a male. What I see, that those are bubbling up, coming to the surface, being revealed very easily and quickly. So it isn't like you have to have some dramatic thing happen. It's just like you might even just wake up in the morning and have some ahas and just going, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I was thinking that. Or you had a dream that revealed it to you. Or a conversation with somebody, seeing where you're feeling you're limited in your life. And the ability of the energies right now are so loving also on the other side of it. So you get to see where you're limiting yourself, where you might be beating yourself up or beating other people up with your thoughts, with your stories, with your beliefs, with your perception, and so becoming aware of how you're perceiving your world and what the stories are behind them that keeps running them over and over again, and just asking yourself, let's release that story. Who am I without that story? Who am I without that belief? Who am I without those judgments? And so there's a lot of unconditional love and compassion coming in. So it can be, you can feel like you're on a roller coaster. 1 minute you're dealing with the limiting emotions or constricted emotions, and then you're like, okay, I let these go, and then you're like, woo, all right, you're feeling expanded and happy or joy, or just turned on to life. All of a sudden you have some different energy. And yeah, this is how it's feeling to me. It doesn't. So becoming aware of your perceptions, of just what's arising, as you go through your day, just like observing what's arising, and does that energy feel good in my body? Does that feel good? And is that my soul? Is that my spirit? And if not, it's arising so that you have an awareness that you can let it go. Um, you can release that. You don't need to hold on to that story or that belief. And to find more of who you really are, who that soul and that spirit is, it's allowing yourself to let go of those things and see what bubbles up from there. What is it that's coming? What's the original blueprint of you? Who are you originally, and not without all this programming that we've been through our whole lives, and conditioning. Who are we? And allowing yourself to play in that, and that can feel a bit uncomfortable, a bit scary because of the unknown. A bit talking to my friends would feel like sometimes it's like you don't know who you are, and that can feel a bit what do I want to say? I don't know that it's scary. Uncomfortable, I would say. And there might be some anxiety because you're like not sure what else is there. And we tend to assume the worst rather than the best. So watch that part. And if we become aware about all the things that we keep thinking of that are coming up from the past, or we keep thinking about what if in our future, that are creating anxiety and fear, and we just start becoming aware of what's here in this moment, then I would say most of the time you're not going to feel constricted, you're not going to feel limited, and you're going to feel present. You're going to feel the energy in the moment. You're going to feel what you will allow yourself to feel in that moment. And as you have more and more of those moments, you'll allow yourself to feel more and more, or experience it. Let's not even say feel it, but experience it. Like when I was walking here to this tree, I just kept listening to the birds, and I was having this little dance. Hi guys. Oh, I have some visitors. Hi. Hello. Let me show you. That's all right. So I was going through this like story was playing out in my head, and I'm like, it's not real. That story's not real. And it wasn't even about me, it was about somebody else. And I'm like, but it's like distracting for me, or it was important. It is about me in a way that I'm thinking this person has to be a certain way or show up a certain way to meet my needs. And this, again, the story isn't real. Like my needs are met. That person doesn't need to show up in this way that I'm thinking about them, which is not real even. So it's not real for me. And then just go, okay, I release that. And then I'm listening to the birds. You can hear the birds. And in the birds, I'm in the present moment. All my needs are met. I'm not lacking for anything in this moment. So even though there's crazy, disgusting stuff happening in the world, energetically, we have to find ways to ground ourselves, to like come be in nature. Say my tree, hello. Say hello, tree, to everybody. We have to take care of ourselves and do the things that really ground us so that we can be there for each other and we can have new perspectives to be innovative with, or to be creating new relationships with. Because until we can be, what do I want to say? Flexible, in the flow, all those things that we're believing are true. And it could be like, uh, you know, things that you feel really righteously about might be a programming. Pretty much we've all grown up with everything's a program. And so it's like now we have to go through and figure out what's not a program or how to unprogram. And we can only do that like in the moment and by not being attached to outcomes or truths, to our truth, to some organization's truth, to somebody else's truth. That we don't have to be right, that we don't have to divide. You know, all of this is coming up. Everything's coming up to be like, oh, you know, like I believed my government took care of me, that I was, you know, that the citizens' humanity was, you know, being watched after. And I'm discovering that that's not the truth. Sadly, but you can have a different truth, right? Where there's 8 billion of us, and we each have our different takes on what's happening in the world. And we're all in the process of discovering, you know, is it more important that you be right or that you know the truth? Is it more important that you be more powerful or have something over somebody than to be collaborating, to be sharing, to be, you know, is there enough to go around for everybody? Is there enough? What's the, you know, lack means there's not enough. And so where is your perception of lack? And what is true? Where is your perception of feeling powerful? You know, you are an incredibly multidimensional, empowered being. But what have we been programmed to think? We're not enough, we're not worthy, we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, not sexy enough, not rich enough, not the right sex, not the right education, don't know enough, somehow we're broken. We've been told that our body doesn't know how to heal itself when it does. We've been told we're weak when we're really strong. So it's like, yeah, the world right now energetically is coming in and supporting the awakening of this knowledge to you. And it's making it really easy to let go of the programming and the beliefs through your awareness, through your consciousness, through your choices. And yeah, it's a bumpy ride. And I would say if you looked at your what comes up for you, to start seeing them as gifts for people, that like each one is a gift. Uh, I'm recording something right now, so that's all right. Thank you. Some more visitors.
We should take a photo of you.
She said she's
Yeah.
recording something. Oh.
Yeah. Thank you. You're so sweet. They're telling me that they should take a photo of me, that I look so great here in the tree. Anyway, yes, so the energies are ripe for letting go, surrendering, of all those things that are like dragging you down, all the things you're judging. And it's going to open your eyes to, you know, the entanglement of all of the conditioning and programming, which can feel overwhelming, but at the same time, it's liberating and it's freeing, because you start to see, oh, I do have control, even though they're there's so much programming going on, but I have control about how much I listen to and what I listen to, and I also can let go of the things that I've already been programmed or that my persuaded to believe or chose to believe along with my family, that I vowed to believe. And so, yeah, it's a great time to be alive, to be going through this process, because through this unwinding, through this releasing, through this surrender, and this embracing of the moment, the embracing of you, of your consciousness, um, is so packed with beautiful, loving, and expansive energy. Hello. Um, Revealing to you the truths, the inner truth of who you are, and new potentials and possibilities of what you're here to create and co-create and innovate with others. All right, so I think that's good. Until we meet again, love, live, and matter. Take care. Bye.